Hello guys, welcome to video 3, as seen here, of List. My name is Hunter Gertz, I'm your instructor through this course. If any question, you can email me at 3studiosdesign@gmail.com. Okay, so List is probably the most important video out of the whole series of my videos, because List builds navigation bars, it builds links, it builds almost anything you could think of. So List is very important, pay attention, and we're going to get started. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so there are a lot of associations when we need to use lists. HTML provides with 3 different types. Ordered lists are lists which each item in the list is numbered. So a number list, basically. Unordered lists are lists that begin with a bullet point, such as like in PowerPoint. And a definition list makes up a set of terms along with definition of those terms. So let's get started. Ordered lists. OL. Now remember, you're going to use these very a lot. OL is an ordered list. If we take a look at a result, you see it's a numbered list. And that's OL. The ordered list created with the OL element. So OL is a starting. You can see here. You can't see it at all. It's telling the browser that, oh, I want a numbered list. LI, though, is the list itself. So list for number 1, you don't gotta write 1, it automatically does it for you. Chop potatoes into quarters. Heat milk butter into nutmeg. Which you see there. So there we have it. Now this is one of the popular ones that many web designers use. It's the UL tag, unsorted list. UL and LI. UL, I use it tons and tons of times when you build navigation bars for your websites. In the responsive video section of my channel, you will see that I use UL a ton of times when building mobile websites or building responsive websites. UL is very popular. UL builds navigation bars and can also build cooler stuff. A definition list. Well, I probably don't use this a lot, but DL stands for the definition list is created with the DL element are usually consists of a series of terms or their definitions. DT, this is used to contain the term being defined. And DD is used to contain the definition. So you take a look, it's kind of like a definition of a word. Like a dictionary. Nested list. Well, I don't think you're ever going to use a nested list because you're a beginner. So let's go ahead and just skip it. But if you want to know what a nested list is, it's basically just like drop down boxes. Nothing to be really concerned about there. Okay, so let's take a look at an example list here. The example list is provided below. If I copy this, so sorry about the background noise, and if you come down here, if we paste this in, Control save this. If I come back into my web browser, come into the text, so we did in our last video. Come into the list, you can see scrambled eggs. Eggs are one of my favorite foods. Here's a recipe for delicious rich scrambled eggs. Ingredients: 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of butter. The method: 1 butter. You can see the numbered list in the unordered list. So that's the end of the book. But let's go ahead and build our own list, shall we? So we're going to build HTML now. Now that you learned in chapter 3, now we're going to begin our tutorial on actually building it. So you actually can get a hang of building it yourself without me explaining it. Let's go ahead and build it. The first thing we want to put always is the doc type. So put doc type as HTML. And we're going to end the bracket. We're going to skip a line, and we're going to add HTML. Now you can see we get this line bar. Next, I'm going to add a head. And next, I'm going to add a title. Inside the title, we're going to put Jim's list. You can put anything you want, but if you want to follow me, it's Jim's list. Then we're going to do /title. And we're going to end it. If we skip a line, I can now officially start the body. So we can end our head first. And I'm going to start the body up. So we're going to skip to line 8 and start an underline list. And we're going to start a list, LI. And if we come back into this list, just for a second, you can see lists are very, very easy to do. So I'm going to do list equals home and LI. Then I'm going to do a list about and end with the LI. Then I'm going to do another page with LI. And we're going to say contact. And I'm going to end that with the LI. And now we're going to end that with _UL. So basically, you have just built your own quick list. Let's go ahead and take a preview of this. And let's get rid of the scrambled ed text. And here it is, Jim's list. You can see there's my title. And other stuff. Let's make it a little more popular though. Let's go back up the body section. On line 8, let's add an H1. And now, an H1, let's add Jim's list. And we'll end the H1 tag. So now let's save this. And now let's come back in here and let's preview this. After I refresh, you can see I have Jim's list. So now you can see we have now used our code that we have learned in the past, and we have just built our first ever text on your own. So that's really the end of this video. Let's go ahead and take a look at the summary. The summary of lists. There are 3 types of HTML lists: ordered, unordered, and definition. Ordered lists use numbers, unordered lists use bullets. Definition lists are used to define terminology. Lists can be nested inside one another. And that's the end of our video. So guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe. And if you have any questions, you can email me at 3studiosdesign@gmail.com. And our next video is going to be links. And we'll get there in just a little while. So I will see you in the next video, guys. Take care now. Bye-bye. And don't forget to subscribe.